Hello everyone, welcome back to Chemistry for Today. Today we are going to be looking at a modeling kit. There's a bunch of pictures that we're going to be looking at, and we're going to be determining what we're looking at based on the colors of the marbles that are there. So, in order to do this, you need to know what everything represents. When you look at this picture, if you see a blue marble, that's going to be a proton. If you see a red marble, that's going to be a neutron. And if you see a yellow marble out there in the rings, that's going to be an electron. Okay, I know the writing's terrible, but you get the idea. All right, so we have here a isotope. And the first thing it wants us to do in problem number 1 is it wants us to name this isotope. And this is a skill that you're going to be doing on today's homework. For this isotope, we need to count up the number of protons so that way we know what element we're working with to start. So let's count them up. I'm just going to tap them so that a little red dot appears, so that way you know what I'm talking about. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I would suggest doing it like I'm doing it, where you kind of go row by row on this little grid, because that way your eyes don't get crossed and you don't lose track of which one you're looking at. So because it's 9 protons, let's see on our periodic table what has 9 protons. Oh, fluorine has 9 protons because it has an atomic number of 9 up there in the top right corner. So, if fluorine has 9 protons, that means that the answer to number 1 is going to be fluorine, F-L-U-O-R-I-N-E, and then there's going to be a little dash after. Just like in the example, see how it says sulfur 18? The dash is going to be the atomic mass. Remember that the atomic mass is the number of protons and neutrons combined. So basically I need to count how much stuff I got in the middle. So I'm going to do that again by making little dots. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 little dots, which means I have fluorine 18. And then that is the isotope for this problem. What's its isotope notation? Well, F for fluorine. Okay. And then remember that the atomic number goes down below, so the number 9. And the atomic mass goes up above, so that's the number 18. Now the only thing is we got to figure out, does it have a charge? Remember that we have 9 positive protons. So let's count up the electrons and see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh, I got 10 electrons. Electrons are negative, so I have an extra negative charge compared to the number of protons I have. So that means my overall charge is -1, and I got to show that there. That's the isotopic notation for this image. The final question is it an atom, meaning it's neutral, a cation, meaning it's positively charged, or an anion, meaning it's negatively charged? In this case, because it has that -1 charge, it's going to be an anion. And then that's the answer there. Let's take a look at today's homework. You should be able to go on to Schoology. And when you go on to Schoology, there will be this image with a bunch of atoms on there that I have made. Very different. This is not an error. This is meant to be one. As you look at it, you'll notice in the text box down below that it will say what atom you're looking at. So for instance, this one is atom A, all right? And then if I go here. This is atom B and atom C and atom D and so on. I'll do one of them with you. You should have received this paper from the substitute. Let's do atom A together. It's going to be just like it was in the opener. So when it says name of the isotope, it's not just carbon, it's carbon dash something. So let's do one together. Here is atom A, and let's go ahead and count up the number of protons. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 protons, so that's going to be nitrogen, right? Let's see. Yep, nitrogen in the top right corner. 7 protons, so the atomic number is 7. All right, so it's nitrogen. I know that. Now, let's see what the number is. So we got, for the mass number, we just got to count up all the stuff in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going to be nitrogen 12. And then that is what I have to write over here. Nitrogen 12, like that. When it talks about the isotope notation for the atom, it's going to be N for nitrogen. Nitrogen has 7 protons, so a 7 goes there. And then the atomic mass goes up top, which is 12, because we counted 12 spheres, red and blue spheres in that picture. And just the final thing we got to know is there a charge? So, unfortunately, I got to go away from this, which is going to delete everything, but let's check it out. Is there a charge? Let's count up the number of electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, there is a charge. If there are 7 positive protons, but only 5 negative electrons, there's going to be a charge. There's more protons than there is electrons. So overall, that charge is going to be +2 because there are 2 more protons than there are electrons. So let's account for that on our answer. Now everything should be filled out already. Mine just disappeared. But so this would be nitrogen and 7 down here, and I believe 12 was here. And we had a +2 charge, so I'm going to put that over there. The final question, is it an atom, meaning is it neutral? Is it a cation, meaning is it positive? Or is it an anion, meaning is it negative? It is positive, so it's a cation, so that's the answer. And again, this would be nitrogen dash 12. The most common misconception with this is that error with this, is that students always forget to put the dash whatever. Make sure you're doing that part so that way you don't get points off. That's all. Good luck.